Rassie Erasmus, the architect of Springbok glory. He was the player who refused the captaincy and the coach who survived a one-year ban, only to return and prove that the most dangerous thing in world rugby is a man with 32 surgeries, a laptop full of data, and nothing left to lose. Johan Rassie Erasmus was born on November 5, 1972, in the small town of Despatch, Eastern Cape, South Africa, in a household shadowed by his father's struggles with addiction. From the start, Erasmus faced challenges that could have derailed any young athlete, yet he cultivated a relentless drive and clarity of purpose that would later define both his playing career and his legendary coaching tenure. They say great leaders are born in moments of adversity, and Johan Rassie Erasmus embodies that truth. Erasmus' professional rugby journey began in 1994 with the Free State during the Currie Cup, and as rugby transitioned into the professional era in 1995, he quickly emerged as one of the country's most promising loose forwards. His intelligence, physicality, and fierce work ethic earned him a call-up to the Springboks by July 1997, ahead of the British Lions tour. Making his Test debut in Johannesburg, Erasmus quickly demonstrated why he belonged at the top level. Just weeks later, he scored a try against Australia in Pretoria in a commanding 61-22 win. Over the next few years, Erasmus would feature in 36 tests, including an impressive 15 of a 17-match consecutive win streak for the Springboks between 1997 and 1998. That period also included South Africa's first Tri-Nations title in 1998, a milestone that showcased Erasmus' pivotal role in a rising powerhouse. While his playing career was impressive, it was not without controversy. During his time with the Cats, Erasmus captained the team from 1999 to 2000 but was controversially stripped of his captaincy in 2001, highlighting the tension that often accompanies leadership and ambition. He represented South Africa at the 1999 Rugby World Cup, playing in all but one match as the Springboks finished third after a heart-wrenching semi-final loss to Australia. Despite these setbacks, Erasmus remained a stalwart on the field, known for his strategic mind, toughness, and unwavering determination. After retiring in 2003 following a decade of professional rugby, Erasmus transitioned seamlessly into coaching and management, bringing the same intensity and insight that had defined his playing days. He began with the Free State Cheetahs in 2004, leading them to Currie Cup glory in 2005, their first title in nearly 30 years, and guiding the team through the challenges of the Super 14. Erasmus quickly earned a reputation as a coach who combined meticulous preparation with bold tactical decisions, turning ordinary squads into disciplined, high-performing units. His coaching career took him to Western Province and the Stormers, with advisory roles for the Springboks, further sharpening his skills in leadership and strategy. In 2016, Erasmus moved to Ireland as Director of Rugby for Munster. The untimely death of head coach Anthony Foley thrust him into dual responsibilities, yet he guided Munster to a top pool finish in the Pro 12, knockout victories over Toulouse, and a finals appearance, earning Pro 12 Coach of the Season honors in 2017. This period demonstrated Erasmus' ability to adapt under pressure and influence outcomes through both strategy and motivation. Returning to South Africa in 2017 as the first-ever director of rugby, Erasmus immediately began reshaping the national team's culture. Following the sacking of Alistair Coetzee in 2018, he assumed the dual role of head coach while retaining his director responsibilities, a move few could have managed. Erasmus was unflinching in his approach, debuting 13 new players in a one-off match against Wales in Washington, D.C. Though they lost narrowly, it signaled a new era of audacity and vision for the Springboks. The 2018 Rugby Championship was a turning point, highlighted by a historic victory over New Zealand in Wellington, South Africa's first since 2009. Erasmus' influence was unmistakable. Rigorous preparation, innovative tactics, and psychological insight turned a talented group of athletes into a cohesive, world-class team. By the 2019 Rugby World Cup, Erasmus had molded a squad capable of overcoming setbacks and pressure, delivering victories over Japan, Wales, and ultimately England in the final to lift the Webb Ellis Cup in Tokyo. This triumph, after a grueling tournament that included a group stage loss to New Zealand, cemented Erasmus' status as one of rugby's most brilliant and feared tacticians, earning him the 2019 World Rugby Coach of the Year award. Erasmus' coaching philosophy is as precise as it is relentless. He emphasizes consistency in selection, rhythm, and momentum, knowing that at the elite level, matches can hinge on the smallest margins, a bounce of the ball, a missed tackle, or a penalty decision. He plans for the long game, builds resilience in his squads, and demands accountability. Yet his uncompromising nature has led to public confrontations and controversies. Known for his vocal critiques of referees and outspoken social media presence, Erasmus has faced bans and sanctions, yet even these setbacks have done little to diminish his impact or intimidate his rivals. South Africa came within moments of reclaiming the Freedom Cup in the final round, but a try by Artie Savia in the dying moments of the game helped New Zealand snatch victory 32-30 in Pretoria and retain the cup. The 2018 end-of-year tour for South Africa saw the team face mixed result, losing to England and Wales whilst beating France and Scotland. Following the tour, Erasmus stated that after the 2019 World Cup he would cease as head coach and revert to solely his director of rugby role. The 2019 Rugby Championship saw the Springboks claim their fourth Southern Hemisphere title, their first since the inception of the Rugby Championship and their first since 2009. This came on the back of victories over Australia and Argentina, and a first draw with New Zealand since 1994. The 2019 Rugby World Cup saw South Africa claim one of their greatest victories by winning the title for a third time despite a loss to New Zealand in the group stages. Victory over England in the final, after dispatching Japan, and a grind-out victory over Wales in the knockout stages, saw South Africa lift the Webb Ellis Cup in Tokyo. Erasmus feels that factors affecting rugby success are consistency in selection, rhythm and momentum, having few injuries, and luck, as top-level games are often very close and can depend on one bounce of a ball or penalty. He plans long-term. He tends to be very open about his opinions, both in his playing group and with the media. If his team wins a game, Erasmus wears the same shirt for the next game. Returning as head coach in 2024, Erasmus continues to apply his vision to a new generation of Springboks, blending innovation with experience. His journey, from a young man confronting personal adversity in a small Eastern Cape Town to a player who left his mark on the international stage, and ultimately a coach who has guided South Africa to 2 World Cups, is a testament to resilience, intelligence, and unyielding ambition. Rassie Erasmus is more than a coach, he is the architect of Springbok dominance. His story is a reminder that greatness is forged not just in moments of victory, but in the relentless pursuit of excellence, the ability to adapt under pressure, and the courage to challenge conventions. With every strategy, every decision, and every lesson shared, Erasmus has reshaped South African rugby, leaving a legacy that will inspire generations to come. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe to our channel for such interesting content. See you in our next video.